Okay, this is your poorly aging, sarcastic PC Witty gamer. We're playing AEW. Apparently, my wrestler is Brian Danielson or whatever he's called in this league. Um, Apparently, he was injured during the last match, and it didn't bother to tell me. This is a game that appears to be not finished. I'll give you an example right here up front. There's wrestler stats. Now you earn skill points, stat skills, action skills, and passive skills. And right here, you've got the screen to add these to your wrestler so that your wrestler actually benefits from winning matches and things like that. But you try to do it and it says AEW wrestlers cannot earn new skills. So what was the point of the skill points? This is like getting a new job. They pay you $10 million for the first day, and then you find out that money isn't usable. You can do nothing with the money. So it doesn't matter whether they pay you 10 cents or $10 million because you can't do anything with it. And so these skill points I'm earning, they don't do me any good. I go down here to customize my wrestler, but you know what? I can't change his face. I can't change his clothing other than to put on some stupid T-shirt that he's gotten by Sting going to another city. I can't give him purple hair. I love giving people in games purple hair, especially if it's somebody I'm playing. You can't do that with this guy. Now, I had some computer problems, and so I had to reinstall my operating system, and so most of my games aren't installed right now. Typically, I have about 2,800 games on my system at any particular time, and I want to give you new content and all of that. And so as I get them installed, we will play more. I'm doing this one right now because the first AEW video I did has gotten the most attention of anything on the poorly aging sarcastic PC Witty gamer channel, which is it's a new channel. It's about a month old, a little over a month old, and we've got 12 subscribers so far. Gotten around 600 views. So I'm going to remind you, if you want to help us out, what we're trying to do, I want to tell you what our vision is. And our vision, first of all, Kenny Omega's making fun of us for not winning the Battle Royale. I played Sting before this in the Road to the Elite. I got through a year. He didn't win any awards, so they told me I lost the game. Sting is 64 years old. I don't know how old Daniel Bryan is. And he's called something else in this, Daniel Bryanson or something like that. We'll get to all of that. So anyway, I didn't really learn in playing a whole year in this game, a whole year worth of wrestling matches with Sting. I didn't really learn the basic commands. And so I decided to do another, superstar mode, which is called Road to the Elite here. And I found out that the Bryan Danielson storyline is exactly the same as the Sting storyline. So this restaurant with the wood beams overhead and all of that are the same restaurants that Sting went to in every city as he wrestled for a year. Uh, when he starts eating, you will see a red car and a silver car on his right hand side out the window and these trees, and there'll be a silver car on the left side of his head outside the window. These three cars and those trees show up every time any wrestler goes to any restaurant in this game. Here's your jumbo slice, DC's trademark pizza style. I thought it was Texas where everything is bigger. I don't know why there's a question mark on the end of that, because he's saying he thought something. He's not asking a question. The pies of our slices are cut from about 3 feet in diameter, so we have big ovens. Enjoy. Let's eat. Now, you notice to his right-hand side is the red car I mentioned and the silver car, and then the one up by his head is the other silver car. That same street, those three cars and those same trees are going to be available every time he goes to eat, no matter what city they're in, as will this wine to the left of his ankle. And there's a black lady in the background, messing with her phone. Sometimes the bricks change from this reddish color to white bricks, but that's about it. Washington, D.C. saw the long floppy pizza slices in New York City and said, "Hold my oil. The capital of the U.S. is home to some of the biggest slices in the world." I do like that JR is in this game. He doesn't really say a lot. You get the idea that he is going to say a lot, and then he doesn't really say a lot in it. We'll do a meet and greet, I guess. I can't believe he's not wearing a shirt. Some guy says he'd vote for me for president. Thanks, being a pro wrestler is a lot safer, more fulfilling job for me. Next. He doesn't even move his lips when he talks. I have all your t-shirts. I appreciate the support. I hope to see you wearing one at Dynamite. Thank you for that, JR. That was quite the impressive line at your table, Nyla. I'm not everyone's flavor, but I have my fans. But yeah, being from DC myself, people come to support the hometown girl. That has to feel good, right? I'm sure a lot of them will show up at Dynamite too. They will if they know what's good for them. A lot of this game doesn't. It would be if you could spend them on something, JR, but the fact that you can't spend the skill points on anything at all is one of the reasons I say they didn't finish making the game. You will also notice that the same ref, a brown-haired woman with a ponytail, is the only ref in the game. So I'm kind of testing to make sure that I can record decent videos after reinstalling the operating system. He doesn't look like a dragon at all, so I don't know why they called him that. You notice they don't do real entrances. They just introduce them, and then a second later they show them in the ring like they are now. and they judge our matches by a star system, like 1 to 5 stars. But you notice they don't have any stars up right now, so that I'll know uh, what to do. And they also, I haven't seen any place that would tell me how I can earn more stars or anything. And this matters now because remember, my last wrestler, I lost the game because he wrestled for a year and he didn't win any awards. So it's not really a career mode. I guess it's a career mode if you're successful enough to win those awards so that you can keep playing year after year. But when I don't know what they're looking for, it's hard to know what they consider to be success. It's not a win or loss record, apparently, because my win-loss record as Sting was pretty phenomenal. The only matches I ever lost were ones where they put me against 3 different guys, or they let somebody attack me from behind while I was trying to deal with the person I was supposed to actually be wrestling. Those were the only matches I lost as Sting. So now we will see that this match got 3.5 stars. And it went 1 minute and 58 seconds. But I don't know what they're evaluating that on. I got $4,200 for being in it. There's a stupid little mini game that I hate, although... Is that in this game? Oh, maybe it's in... Yeah, it's in the other game. We don't have to worry about it. So I'm obviously going to make comparisons between this and WWE 2K25. So this one's cheaper than that one, but it has over $200 worth of DLC. This one does. So if you were to buy all the DLC, and you'll see there's not enough in this game, so you're tempted to buy DLC. There's a stupid storyline about losing his luggage. So I don't find the storylines in here very compelling at all. But anyway, if you were to buy all the DLC, this game would be twice as expensive as WWE 2K25 with all of its DLC. This one's more cartoony. Cardio City, Los Angeles, California. Oh, he's wearing the same shirt as me. And yes, I did read all the dialogue in the first one. In WWE 2K25, they also most of the dialogue is spoken. You'll see in this most of the dialogue has to be read. Here's your avocado toast. So it's just toast with avocado on it. Now, see, I don't know why he's complaining about it, because why did he order it if it's not what he would want? It makes no sense. That's like saying Picasso is just paint on paper. We in LA are all about style. Well, not a protein feast for wrestlers. It's still good food. Enjoy. Now, there's the red car, the silver car, the other silver car. Um, I, I told you the next interior would have the white brick, so this is the white brick interior, but it's the same exact restaurant. And there's a guy in the corner with headphones on, but Brian is now eating like an animal, just like Sting used to do. Pairing fat fruit and burnt bread doesn't sound like a winner, but your taste buds don't lie. Creamy and crunchy wins every time. By the way, I've never had avocado toast, and I grew up in Los Angeles, so I don't think it was a thing back when I was growing up because I'm an old man. But anyway, we'll have him go sightseeing. Venice Beach, California. Cool area. It even has man-made uh, canals inspired by Venice, Italy. Now, if I remember, there's a great gelato spot nearby. Is this the way? Yeah, since you never see your family or anything. I don't know what that. They want me to eat again. I don't get what that exclamation point is about. But anyway, I only have one turn left, so I'm going to go to the wrestling event. It says I still have turns left, but that's not what it said on the screen itself. So now remember, I don't know how to tag. So I've already fought Malachi Black, and for some reason, he's still got a 0-0 record. No wins, no losses. Makes no sense. I don't know who Scorpio Sky is. I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about the rosters on the in the two games. Most of the wrestlers in this one I haven't heard of, and that's for a couple of reasons. One, I don't watch AEW wrestling, and it's simply because I don't have TBS or TNT. I don't have cable anymore or satellite, so I'm down to just streaming, and our streaming services don't carry them. Now I did ask for some AEW programming, asking my smart TV for it, and they gave me what they said was one of the AEW wrestling shows, and about an hour into it, I realized, hey, there's been no wrestling. So it seemed like it was just an infomercial trying to get us to buy a pay-per-view event. So that's one reason I don't know most of the wrestlers on the AEW uh, roster on in this game. I just don't watch the promotion. And I will tell you, most of them appear to be nobodies or very poorly aging former WWE wrestlers, like Big Show is in here. Uh, Obviously, Bryan Danielson is in here. Sting, who was in WCW and then WWE. He's in here at 64 years old. And then they have another thing, which I found really weird. And it says that they have wrestlers in this game that were created by the wrestlers that are in the game. In other words, wrestlers that aren't real. They created fictional wrestlers. I know wrestling already isn't real, but they created fake wrestlers to put in this game to pad out the roster. So I was very surprised that they, one, did that, and two, admitted it. On the WWE 2K25 roster, there are a lot more wrestlers. But a lot of them I'm not familiar with simply because a lot of them are NXT wrestlers, and I don't watch NXT. I don't know how to get back into the ring. So, if there was a ref that was counting, the match would probably be over already. Oh, there you go. But she doesn't seem to care how long they're outside of the ring. She's not trying to count them out or anything. And because we're not wearing matching outfits or anything like that, and I don't know who these guys are, I'm often targeting the wrong guy in these matches. So here, the reason he can't pin the guy is because he's targeting the wrong critter. So I don't know whether I was in a situation where I could have won the match or not, but it wouldn't let me even try. We'll probably do one more week, one more match. But again, 3 stars. I don't know what I did to get them, what I did well, what I did poorly. The match went 6 minutes. At the end of the match, shake the opponent's hand by pressing the right stick up and then holding the right button. Beware scumbag, unsportsmanlike wrestlers will have a surprise for you. Solid verse. Perhaps making better friends than adversaries, Bryan and Malachi pick up the win in a tag team on Dynamite. Now, see, I don't know what plus 392 wrench means. Nobody's told me. Those look like coins, so I assume I picked up $628. And again, 900 wrench and $1,000 and lost 50 battery. So I would assume that battery is energy. I like the little plane here and all that. Okay, we're in Austin. I guess we're driving to Austin, even though we just saw ourselves fly there, so I don't know what's going on anymore. Thanks for the lift. No problem, we won after all. If we'd lost, you'd be hitchhiking. This is exactly what Sting said in the first Road to the Elite that I played. We have an epic tag match next Dynamite. If we win it, maybe we'll get a title shot. How do you always find out this stuff before I do? You're good in the ring, but maybe your politicking needs work. So this happened with Sting as well. He was in mainly tag team matches in the beginning until they won the belt. And then they defended it like 3 times, and then nobody ever mentioned him or his partner as tag team champions anymore. That storyline just fizzled out. It just disappeared into thin air. Your energy and motivation are shown in the top right of the screen. Energy and motivation impact the success of your workouts. Motivation also determines how much momentum you'll begin your next match with. That's terrible English. You should not end a sentence with the word with. It's a preposition. You don't end sentences in prepositions. Maintaining high momentum is the key to turning out great workouts and getting an edge in upcoming matches. Details can be checked from the Road to Elite tutorial menu. I didn't know there was a Road to Elite tutorial menu. Okay. We're going to work out just a little because the intense training has almost a 1 in 2 chance of sending us to the hospital. I didn't even lift any weights. You'll notice I'm in a weight room and didn't lift any weights. We can go look at those same bricks again. Okay, now notice the wood slats in the ceiling, because that'll be in every restaurant he goes to everywhere in the world. Here's your Tex-Mex platter. Thanks. So what's the difference between Tex-Mex and traditional Mexican food anyway? Question mark. Good question. It's mostly the ingredients. Things like yellow cheese, flour, and lettuce aren't typical in Mexican cuisine. Enjoy. Let's eat. Okay, red car, silver car, silver car. Now we don't have the guy in the corner this time, and we have just a different variety of the bricks. There's a red brick, there's this, and there's the white brick. The platter represents the best collaboration of Texas and Mexico has ever produced, creamy and spicy, guaranteed to have you running for more or for the bathroom. Brian Danielson, I saw you enjoying some Tex-Mex and wanted to talk to you. You know, Death Triangle is like Brit-Mex. We perfectly blend British and lucha libre styles. You and your new partner are a bad combo. How about you give us more than one match before you compare us to you and your literal brother, okay? Fair enough, amigo. But remember, bad teams don't last. Bad breath does. So we will go out and do the press conference. Then we'll have our match. I don't know how long to make this video. I don't even know if it's really recording. I hope it is. I will look at the results when I get done with this. But again, I don't find this especially compelling. I won my share of tag team titles, 6 or so, with almost as many different partners. Remember, I said it was Dustin Rhodes that he wins. That Sting won the tag team championship with. So we'll see if these two form a tag team. So what's the secret to a successful tag team? You have to accentuate your partner's strengths and hide their weaknesses, and get separate hotel rooms. Thanks for the advice. And a pick? So you made the same jokes last time too. So I would say they're not really telling the story. Good, I don't know how to tag. I do find this game fun. It's one of the reasons I came back. The other reason I came back was because it got the most action. The first video I posted of AEW Fight Forever. We're working hard to get some attention here on YouTube. Not to boost my ego or anything like that, but I have a philosophy I'm going with here. Trying to entertain and educate on YouTube. I'm hoping that if you're a gamer, you will see games that you've never seen before. Ones where you might be asking how they're played. I intend to show you exactly how they're played. Or at least how I play them. If you like the games, in other words, you have them already and you've played them already, then you might enjoy watching me play them, especially if I end up playing them differently than you do. And on things like RPGs, that'll definitely be the case because I don't play the same way everybody else does. Now, see, we got 3.5 stars there for a match that lasted 71 seconds. This is what I was telling you about, how they pad the roster with wrestlers that don't even exist in AEW wrestling. Custom wrestlers designed by AEW wrestlers have been added to the game as community wrestlers. So these community wrestlers, they're not based on real people or anything like that. They just pad the roster. Community wrestlers can be used not only in exhibition, but also in Road to Elite, mini games, and other modes. A great win for the two against a truly legendary team. The world is starting to take notice of Brian and Malachi. I got 47 wrench for that, $763, 900 wrench, and $1,000. But I lost 10 battery, which is obviously energy, power, whatever. And we're in Jacksonville, Florida now. And another scene in the airport. It's been 2 hours. If I don't leave now, I'm going to miss the last shuttle. but I don't even have my gear. I hope they find my bag, and I really shouldn't be talking to myself. It doesn't make me look sane. If I cared about the matches, I might, yeah. Now, because these all have a zero injury rate, I can go with the intense training. The reason I'm not reading these every single time is because every wrestler you play says the same exact things for you to read. Tag team wrestling is for chumps. You can hide behind your partner. You can double team. It's lame, right? Actually, no, I disagree. I'm thinking you need a reminder how great singles matches are. AEW has a show called Dark. You and me in the main event. What do you say? That's a serious challenge by a dangerous opponent. You want me? You got me. That's what I want. See you at Dark. So we just worked out. Crocodile Hungry. You notice the same wooden slats in the ceiling, even though now we're in Jacksonville. Some fried, tasty alligator tail. Eating on the road is an adventure, especially when the food could have eaten you. Make sure you try the sauce. Enjoy. Let's eat. Red car, silver other car, same trees, same street, same menus, same bottle of wine. Twice as much protein as beef and infinitely more bad. Gator meat is the thrill seeker's delicacy of choice. Later, alligator. It's not kosher. I wouldn't eat it. I hated the mini game that I played last time, so these guys look so wooden. Good morning. Brian Danielson from AEW is here. In town for the company's massive all-out pay-per-view event. They have a pay-per-view event, at least in this game, every week. I don't know if they do that in real life or not. That's right. All Out is arguably our best show of the year. What's it like to come into a new town and have to prepare for an important match? We AEW wrestlers are seasoned travelers. Jacksonville is like a second home to us. We just come into town, they give us the script, we read it, and then we play out the match exactly as prescripted. Of course, if the airline loses your luggage, you're in that second home wearing 2-day-old undies. Like you can't afford to go to a store? Is that what I smelled? Only joking. Good luck at All Out and finding your luggage. Again, these jokes had a little impact the first time. Second, third time, they just don't. This game doesn't seem to have much heart to it, but I'm having fun wrestling. I'd love to see what a second version of this would look like if they ever put out a sequel. Who knows? But this one is just a little underbaked. Same ref. Same people in the audience. There's the guy in the orange shirt on the right-hand side. Looks like it has a big C on it or something. He's always in that same spot. He's following us from town to town. So I don't know what he does for a living that he can afford ringside seats at every one of our events. But the crowd's very loyal since it's the same crowd at every event. I assume if I play this enough, I'll get to know more moves and things like that. Like, I don't even know how to make my wrestler run at this point. 4 meaningless stars, and what I mean by meaningless is I don't know how I earned them or anything. The match went 99 seconds. A tremendous main event matchup that ends our first episode of Dark. Thanks for joining us. Uh, 538 wrench, 861 money, another 450 wrench, and another 500 money. But -5 on the battery. And now that we just wrestled, we have another wrestling match. Thank you, JR. Okay, then. This would seem to be a good time to learn how to tag my partner in. AEW All Out. It's a pay-per-view, apparently. I don't know who they are, but they just look like your generic pretty boy wrestlers. You wouldn't think he would have needed to be bailed out this early on in the match. I'm talking about my opponent there, that whose partner keeps getting in the way of the pins. This early in the match, you would think the guy I'm wrestling could get out of the pins himself pretty easily. So did I explain my philosophy of why the channel exists? Oh, I think I explained like half of it, and then something actually happened in this game. That's why I stopped. So I'm here to help you determine for yourself whether you want to buy or play a certain game. To help you know what a game is like, whether you happen to be a gamer yourself or you're the parent of a gamer and you want to know what kind of content it has. What makes me different from many other gaming streamers is a lot of those guys, and I'm certainly not saying I'm superior to them, a lot of those guys, they play a game and then they cut up the video to give you just the highlights, making it look like they're better at whatever the game is than they really are. I try to give you the raw footage, warts and all. If I die in a game, you see me die. If I make a mistake in a game, you see me make a mistake. I'm trying to build up a community here, and the way you could help would be watch videos all the way through, comment on them down below, give them a thumbs up, the one you like, and certainly subscribe. I've been doing this for a month right now. I've uploaded close to 150 videos, and we have 12 subscribers so far. I have 12 subscribers so far, which is okay, but I think we could do better. Also notice there's no ring announcer here. When I went to real WWE events in the 1980s, I couldn't get into them, even though I was in the presence of those actual, larger-than-life wrestlers. And the ones in the 80s were big. We're talking Hogan and Randy Savage and Zeus and, huge personalities. The problem was I was just so used to the commentators sniping at each other and giving us the play-by-play and the color and everything. And you don't have that when you're at a live event. That it just didn't do it for me. So anyway, I'm not going to particularly review games. I mean, I'll show you what they're like and all that, but I don't intend to be anybody's gaming guru. I'm not going to tell you what to buy or not buy, except in very extreme cases. I mean, with Blockbuster Incorporated, I did put up 6 videos, and I said, yeah, the devs are scammers. Don't buy this thing. But with most, I'm not going to be doing that. I'll just be giving you the raw footage of my playthroughs, and you'll decide what you think of it. I'm hoping that they'll bond with my personality, whatever that means. That they'll like the humor. Here's your filthy cheese steak, a Philadelphia staple since the 1930s. It's like America on a hoagie roll, isn't it? Owners of a hot dog stand experimented with a new sandwich, which caught on beyond their wildest screams. They invented a liquid cheese in the 1950s. Helped too, of course. Enjoy. Time to dig in. Same 3 through the window, same trees, same street, same bottle of wine. Heart attack and a hoagie. Few can refuse the filthy cheese steak with its combo of melty cheese and tender beef. Consume only on a cheat day. So I'm kind of hoping that um, people will bond with the experience. There's a lot of different gamers out there, and I watch a lot of gamer videos. I'm not trying to be like any of them, even though I adore some of their work. I adore a lot of their work, but I want to be different. I want to be unique. I've been making fun of these video games, well, some video games for years. So I thought, hey, let's do some videos and see if we can do some good in the world. Entertain people, inform them, help them to feel good. I'm not going to be telling you what video games will be coming out later this month or, showing trailers in the background while I talk about video games as if I'd played them, video games that I've never played. I'm not going to do all of that. I'm going to be real sexy, a real 62-year-old man playing video games, enjoying them, and hoping that you'll enjoy them as well. This game is very playable, a lot more cartoony than WWE 2K25, but I think there's room for both kinds. I am myself satisfied with my purchase. But obviously, if you didn't like fighting games or wrestling games, it probably wouldn't be anything for you. So I'm going to remind you again. I'm going to pathetically ask, by the way, 4 stars. I don't know how I earned them or anything like that. It doesn't tell me. The match only went 98 seconds. So I'm going to ask you again to watch full videos in this channel. Leave some comments below. Tell YouTube that you like these videos and subscribe to the channel. If you do that, we will build up a great community together, and I think we'll have a lot of fun. There's already variety in the channel. Like I said, now some of the videos I've uploaded are waiting to be debuted. In other words, I uploaded them and then scheduled them for advance. I'm trying to have like 2 videos a day come out. Sometimes more if I'm playing a lot more, but I want the future to be handled. So if I have another computer problem, like I did these past few days, there'll still be stuff coming out while I'm trying to solve the issues. 1, 2, so I told her I wanted to quit. I've had to hit 2 buttons so far. 3, 4, takes 5 buttons to quit the game. That's ridiculous and excessive. But anyway, so this is AEW Fight Forever, apparently season 4. Or that could just be an ad for season 4. I don't know. I am your poorly aging, sarcastic, PC Witty gamer. Come along for the ride. I'm very glad that you're here. Please give the video some love. It's actually these games that are the main attraction here. I'm not trying to be a celebrity or anything like that. People tell me, by the way, if you put your face on camera, people will bond with you better. You will get better results. Yeah, those people have never seen my face. Anyway, I hope you're having a good day. I'm going to check to make sure this video came out right, and then if it did, I'm going to shoot another video of something else. So thank you for coming along. Have a great day.